Hey, this is Matt from Woodbine. Today we're going to be talking about how to calculate child support. So how do we calculate child support? So the first step I think has to be understanding where that calculation comes from. So if we go to a website, canley.org, it's a basic legal research website, we can pull up the Divorce Act, which is where child support calculations come from. And so if you look at the middle row and you go to Canley, it's the Divorce Act, RSC 1985. And that's going to pull up the full Divorce Act. Now, the Divorce Act covers many things as far as getting divorced, parenting, other supports. But where child support is actually found is under the regulations. So we're going to click on the regulations. And again, they have several different regulations regarding the Divorce Act. The one that we're looking for is the Federal Child Support Guidelines, which is the third one from the top. So when you go into the Federal Child Support Guidelines, there's two types of child support. What we're going to talk about today and calculating today is the most common, which is Section 3 child support. And it's called Section 3 because it comes from Section 3 of the Act. And under the Act, for amount of child support, as we can see on the screen here, it indicates, unless otherwise provided under these guidelines, the amount of child support order for children under the age of majority is the amount set out in the applicable table. And the applicable tables are found under Schedule 1. And so when you look at this regulation, it's 322 pages. About 300 of that, I'm just going to scroll down here quickly, are the tables. And these tables are basically calculated using three different things: the location of where the payer parent resides, the amount of children, and then their amount of gross income. So that's their before tax income. So then when we scroll down, the actual term is, well, how do you actually calculate, or what is that income number that they're using to start with? And that's found under Section 16, so calculation of annual income. And what it says is annual income is determined using the source of income set under the heading total income, which is line 150 of the T1 general form. And that's kind of the explanation. So this is all within the Federal Child Support Guidelines, and then it starts. So the first province that pops up is Ontario. You can see the number of children, the income ranges on the left, the amount that they would be ordered, and the percentage of that based off of over this income, it would be this much. Now, it's very rare that you'll see someone pull out the 300-page child support tables. What they're more likely to do is use a child support calculator. And there's actually a really good one put out by the Department of Justice. I'm going to switch over to that screen now. And if you were to Google child support table lookup, and we'll put up the link on the screen here as well, it provides two tables. So there's a first table that came in 2011, which is the child support table lookup for ones that existed prior to November 22, 2017 to December 31st, 2011, and then after November 22nd, 2017. And so for looking something up currently, we click on the 2017, and then again, we would put in the amount. So for most people, it's just going to be their line 150 income, which is their total income amount on their T1 general tax return. And so they put in a number. So say it's 50,000. How many children they have. So say they have 2 children. And the province to which the residence of the payor parent. So in Alberta, for example, if that's where they reside, it then spits out a number, $723 per month. And that's how much they would pay.